See this canister over here? Okay, I put my arm in it, right? The front of the arm, the back of the arm, so the elbow doesn't touch, although there's some swelling in the center. That's what I want to show you, John. You see the way the mug and dovet here, right? The mug and dovet here and the mug and dovet here. The mug and dovet above and above, they create the fox symbol on the inside. Okay, they create the fox symbol on the inside. So what I'm going to show you is three. No, let's do it this way. Backwards or forward. Okay, we'll do it from this side. We go from here, 1 to 2, over to 4, down to 8, into 7, and right through into the passing mark over there. These designs are not equal, if you notice, so then my explanation will not be equal the same. But you can see it the way two sides. But if this is the way they were, you see how this is smaller? It shows the lower part. Now, why is it like that? I have that question. Why is it like that? There's something in this design. This totality here is the fox. Let's do it again. 1, 2. If you want, it can be, what if it was, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I'm going to draw it myself before I draw this one. What if I draw this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to do 6. All right. I'm going to draw 6. Not always going to talk all the way, but we're going to draw 1 there, and I'm going to go 3 down. Right? 3 down. Now, if I draw 3 down, the difference between my shape, this shape here, and that shape here is this one breaks lines. Because to make it even with 3 points, it must break lines. Because I have 3 points, but the smallest of 3 points is not square. The mug and dovet is not squared. It's squared in its totality, but it's not squared in its functionality because it functions like this. This is 1, and then 1, 2. You would have to keep doing this, right? We don't want to lose the lines. Okay, now we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3. I'm doing 6 because 6 turns into 12, and 6 is one side, and 12 is 2. From here to here, it's 12. From here to here, it's 6, right? It wouldn't matter what I did if I went 1, 2, 3. Then over here would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 by 6 leaves me 1 full square and a half. 1 full square and a half, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to continue on to keeping the design. Keeping the design. Could be perfect, could not be perfect. What is perfect compared to being exact? We just need to be exact, which is similar to perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go zzz, zzz, zzz. And we're going to go all, and you want it to look pretty decent and exact so we can compare, you know, and see what we come up with as the center, right? So we have this. You notice the way we have one of over here and we have a square in between, almost like talking about the Jesus fish. Can you see it? If this came down here, right? This would be the end of the tail. This would be the eye of the fish. At the same thing on this design over here. If this would be the fish going this way, and then it'd be the fish going this way. All right. So we saw that design. Now we're putting it over here. I'm going to put my camera bigger so I can see it. Now inside, this would be the design of the fox, and it doesn't look the same in this one. You notice the way this has a cap, but this has no cap, and if we did have a cap, it would be 1 cap, it would be 2 caps, it would be 3 caps. I don't get over here until I get to the 4th box, so there's a separation of 2 in between both sides, and we do not reach the top. You notice I can't put anything here because of the halfway box in the square, right? So I must put up a line over here, and then another line down, and then another line up all the way to the top, and the other line down. Okay, there is no more. And this basically would be your inside tunnel. Now, this and the other design was the fox. Now, although I don't have it here, you can see that these are two standing foxes. You see the two eyes, the mouth. I didn't make the mouth. I didn't make the nose. Two of them, replicas of each other, standing with their arms pierced. You ever see the deck of cards? Okay, where they're upside down from each other, but when you're standing on the 9th floor and everybody else is standing on the 8th floor, you're all standing up. Here is the two mountains, right? Here is your A, B, C, D. Here is your completion. Let's just draw. Two men lying down at his feet. Right? You ever hear the stories in the old Torah? Two men down by his feet. He's undecided before they put his aura of time. The body, two bodies on each side, two bodies of water divided. You can also continue this design and just do it this way also. Right? We can almost call it the clam. One on this side, one on that side. This is ID. This is I am. Is it not? Two stars like each other, held together. I am 77, right? 77. How about 177, 71777, right? 77. One with no crossing bar, one with a crossing bar. Do I draw a line right across? Do I draw a line straight across? Or is this the A? What do we do with this A? What do we want to do with this A? Is it the roadway continuation? This is I am. That's all it is. I am who I am. Oh, where's the H? The H is right here. The I is actually over here also. It's I and I. Right? Now, if we want to continue this, right? If we want to continue this, we can also do this. Right? We can. How would we look at the I? Can we look at the I this way now? I'm just playing. I'm just playing with this. How did we start this whole design? How was this whole design going to be started? Right? This whole design was going to be started, right, with just the letter I. Just the letter I. Just the letter A. It cuts off at the center. Who creates within its own I am. Two tunnels. I don't even have to make the continuation, right? Do you see the inside of you? You and you? Is I am undivided? Which way should we look at this? How do we want to look at this design? I'm looking at it myself, that's all. Just fooling around. But in her shirt, let me get back to in her shirt, I see the wolf in this, right? I see the wolf in that. And back to my paper, the The design is 7x. It's 10,000, right? Or is it XL? Because if I flip it upside down, it's 10,000 L. What is 10,000 L? L is the 12th letter in the alphabet. L means half in Roman numerals. What is that? Just, do you follow what I'm saying? That's the 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. And here it is backwards again. At the same time, if you want, we can go back all the way to the top. And then this is what I call the Mayan man. See the Mayan man? Same as their design. This is the Mayan man. I went this one, instead of going to 5, I go all the way into 3. And then this one over here, okay, from this angle, right? We started off here to here. I go all the way back to the beginning to 1. So I reconnect 1 and 3 through 5, which comes from 7 and 9. Because 2 and 6 both went to 8. Excuse me, 4 and 6 both went to 8. 6 went over to 8, 4 goes over to 8. 8 goes over to 7 and 9. 7 and 9 go back to 5. 7 and 9 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7. 5 goes back over to 1 and 3. And that says Ace, Raphael, 3:15 a time. What about 1:17 a time? The gateway, 77th minute of Christ. Everything and every religion, of every shape, of every thought, of everything in this entire world that is relevant to he who, she who needs, who wants, in order to put this together. It's almost like we're all sitting in a room. Everybody is doing the same puzzle. Imagine being in a room, let's say 100 people, and everybody's got the same puzzle, and everybody's got that puzzle together differently. Let's say it's just let's make it a small puzzle, a 500-piece puzzle with 200 people in the room, and every puzzle at this present time is done differently. Do they have puzzle contests? Everybody doing the same puzzle, but you can't get to take it home because you're 4 to a group, or you're 3 to a group, right? What is it, 2 people on every puzzle? Let's make it 3. 3 people on every puzzle. Pretty hard to work 3. Easier with 2. Hard enough with 2. Easier with 1. Sometimes with 2 is good too, because the other person sees what you don't see. So now, if everybody's taking home a puzzle, they get to keep it, and they're a group of 2 or 3. Everybody's got to bring home pieces, so it's like almost impossible. So you got to get the relationship and understanding for these designs of another I am, because inside this design it's 77. Christ says 77. M says love. Love is inside the sun. Raphael, thank you for watching.